What's up guys? So on this particular video we'll be discussing about Meghalaya in the month of September 2025, what you should be expecting in terms of the weather, the road condition, the places that you should be visiting, the overall rainfall that you should be expecting, the budget that you need to have, and most of all what you need to pack for your trip to Meghalaya in the month of September 2025. So now starting off with the weather, you need to understand that the month of September is towards the tapering end of monsoon. So you can expect the monsoon to start retreating. If you're going during the first half of September, it will be raining. But towards the second half, that is after the 20th, the rain is going to considerably reduce. It's not going to be raining all day. It might be a few showers in the evening and a bit in the morning. But generally, it's going to be a lot better as compared to what it would be in the months gone by. The landscape is going to be lush green, so no matter where you go, you're going to get plenty of waterfalls, you're going to get plenty of streams. So if you're someone who wants the best of both worlds, that is waterfalls, greenery, and not so much of rain, then the second half of September is a very good time for you to plan your trip. Now remember, the temperature in the month of September in the daytime will range from anywhere between 20 to 28 degrees, with the humidity being slightly high because of the end of monsoon period. The temperature in the night will be anywhere between 12 degrees to around 18 degrees. So you definitely need a jacket for the night because it's going to be really cool, and just sleeping in a regular t-shirt is going to get you to fall sick. So avoid that and carry a good jacket with you. A lightweight jacket is the best to be carrying. Now when it comes to the waterfalls, all the waterfalls in Meghalaya will be active in the month of September, from Seven Sisters to Krangsuri to Naukalika. You'll find them all active, so you can pen down which waterfalls you want to visit based on the time that you have. If you're planning on going to the double-decker route bridge trek in Cherrapunji, just make sure that you do not plan it for a Sunday, because on a Sunday it is closed. And now it is mandatory for you to take a guide to go on this trek. The guide will charge you anywhere between 1000 to 1500 to do the trek to double-decker, and maybe a 1000 more to go to Rainbow Falls. If you are planning on going to the double-decker, make sure that you start your trek latest by 8 o'clock in the morning. So this way you have enough time to soak in the experience of double-decker and climb the steps up back. Remember that this is a reverse hike, so while going it is easy because you're walking down into the valley, and on the return you will have to climb back the 3,500 steps to make it back to the parking lot. Now everything in Meghalaya has an entry fee, so when you're traveling to Meghalaya, just make sure that you have a lot of loose change with you of denominations 20, 50 and 100. 500 if you're traveling in a group and one person is going to be taking care of the entry fee, then you can carry 500s. But if you're going in a small group of 1, 2 or 3 people, then you will definitely need the loose change so that you're not wasting time waiting for change to come back. Now when it comes to the road condition, the roads are very well made in Meghalaya along the tourist circuit. So no matter where you're going, the roads are going to be very well made. There's just one section of the road which is really bad, and that is from Shillong to Dauki via Mauling Nong and Revai. That road is still unpaved. It has a lot of I would say landslides are prone on this road, and along with that potholes. So if you are planning a self-driving trip in September, just make sure that you're well prepared to navigate this road in the daytime, because driving on this road in the night is going to be a nightmare no matter how good your driving skills are. Now for all those who are planning on doing a self-drive trip to Meghalaya in the month of September, my personal suggestion is that make sure that you have at least 2 drivers on the group, and at the same time just check whether the local authorities are going to allow for a self-drive trip, because there's been a lot of issues with self-drive vehicles entering into Meghalaya for the last couple of months. Make sure double check with your local homestay owners and with the car rental people, because most car rental people will tell you yes, because they don't care about it as long as they're getting their money. So cross check with your local homestay or hotel owners when you're booking before you go ahead. When it comes to biking, just avoid it in the month of September, because when it rains you're going to get drenched, and it's not worth falling sick on a holiday when you have to ride a bike. Biking is more ideal during the drive season from the month, I would say, of November onwards. Now, when it comes to the places that you should be visiting, you should definitely stay at least 2 nights in Shillong because there's a lot to do in Shillong. You should stay a couple of nights in Cherrapunji because there are the root bridges, the waterfalls, and the caves for you to explore. Dauki is possible in the month of September, just that camping is not going to be possible and the river is not going to be see through like what you can see in the photos during the summer months. It's going to be green and it's a good pleasant view, but it's not going to be see through what you're expecting it to be. Now, when it comes to the offbeat caves that you can visit, like Varichora is not possible, nor are the caves other than Mausmai possible in the month of September because they're still flooding and there's plenty of water. So, if you're someone who's looking for caving, then you need to come back in the dry season, that is from November to March, I would say. Now, when it comes to the budget, remember that Meghalaya in the month of September for a week-long trip, accommodation will cost you for budget rooms anywhere between I would say 1500 to 2,500, and for a medium mid-range room for two people will cost you anywhere between 3 to 5,000. So now entirely depends on your budget, and the vehicle cost for an Alto is anywhere between 3 to 3.5, while for a Swift Desire is from 3,500 to 4,000 per day. This is an SUV will cost you anywhere between 5 to 7,000 per day. Now this entirely depends on various factors, that is the quality of the vehicle, the number of days you're going on this on your particular trip, and at the same time the places that you want to visit. Keeping in mind that it is September, do not expect the prices to be any lower because it's still season time. Meghalaya is a place which has crowd throughout the year. So no matter when you're going, just make sure that you've done all your bookings in advance. If you are someone who's planning a trip to Meghalaya and are confused how to go about it and want to book a trip with a organization, we do have trips happening to Meghalaya throughout the year, and we have trips happening in September. We have both fixed date trips which are ideal for solo travelers and small groups. If you want to join other like-minded people, you can click on the link in the description which will take you to our website where you'll get all the details related to our trip, from photos to videos to FAQs and the complete blueprint of our trip. If you're interested, you can directly book via our website, or you can directly WhatsApp our team from our website if you have any queries or doubts related to Meghalaya trip with Tlow. But do not WhatsApp our team related to any of your personal queries to Meghalaya because that is something that our sales team is not going to answer. For that, you need to opt for the consultation where you'll be hooked up with one of our travel experts on a phone call, and you can have all your queries and doubts solved via a phone call. Now, when it comes to what you should be packing, now the month of September is a transition month, so by default you need to be carrying clothes which are quick dry because it's going to be raining. Along with that, you need an umbrella and you need a wind cheater. Both of these are needed for Meghalaya in September because when it rains you're going to get wet, and just an umbrella is not going to help you, nor is a raincoat. So you need a combination of both. Make sure that you have a good umbrella so that with the wind it doesn't turn and break because it's going to be super windy. At the same time, the jacket that you need is you need a good jacket for the night. Just make sure that your jacket is lightweight so that you do not have to carry too much of weight around. At the same time, your footwear has to be really good. You need good, I would say, waterproof shoes for the month of September because everything around is going to be slippery, and when it rains, if your shoes get soaked, it's going to be just a eerie feeling walking around with wet shoes. Most places in Meghalaya accept UPI payments, but for the entry fees and parking, you will have to pay in cash. So just make sure that if you're going for a week-long trip, you have around 5 to 10,000 rupees with you in cash. When it comes to the network, Jio, Vodafone and Airtel have very good network in Meghalaya, with Jio and Airtel having the best network. You'll get 4G and 5G network everywhere. I would say 99% of Meghalaya is covered with excellent 4G and 5G network, so you do not need to worry about network. Over and above this, Meghalaya in the month of September is the perfect time for all those who want to soak in the nature without having too much of rain. It is the ideal time to be going there. Now till our next video about Meghalaya, stay safe, stay happy and stay blessed.